All right, everybody. Today we're going to talk real quick about what I think is some of the most important kind of just factors and things people should be aware of as far as being successful in your workouts here at 212. And it's things we always go over with everybody in their intro class, but it's easy to forget. The more we work out kind of some of these things that just kind of go to the back of our brain, it's good to bring them front of mind and remember kind of some of the important things. And what I'm talking about today is that when we're doing the workouts, and the workout styles we do at 212 is they're very, very high level workouts. It's almost like similar workouts we'd be doing if you're going to be doing personal training. Of course, there's some group goals in there. But when you're doing that high level of a workout, it's important to remember there's a lot of personal responsibility on your end as an athlete, right? There's a lot of group classes out there that are very basic, very vanilla, very cookie cutter. That's not what we're doing here at 212, right? We're definitely trying to push you guys and make it so that everyone can kind of maximize their results. But again, that means there's some specific responsibility that comes in. And one of the big things I think is an important one to remember is recovery. Recovery is such an important piece when you're working out hard. And one of those things is making sure that you're getting proper rest days in. So 3 to 4 days a week is a real good number. Definitely you want to start out when you're doing that. And then as you know what your body's able to handle, right, then maybe you work up to 4 days a week. 5 is like going to be tops. And again, it's not the lifting and weights that gets you strong, it's the recovery, right? And so when we're thinking about the things that are important to most of us, and that's athletic performance, it's injury prevention, we need to be stronger, all those things. And again, the recovery is going to be an important piece of that. A lot of times I think people come in, they're super motivated, want to stay as active as they possibly can, or maybe you've got weight loss goals, body composition. Guess what? Big secret. You don't need us for cardio, right? You don't need someone looking over your shoulder, telling you sitting there on that treadmill. That's something you can easily do on your own. So I always tell people, on your rest days, go out and be active. Get out and move. Go hike. Go jog. Go do a bike ride. Go be active for anywhere from 30 minutes, 60 minutes, whatever time you have. That's an awesome thing you can do. That's going to help facilitate that recovery process. Tracking your weights in your notebook. Another thing, so important. You just don't want to get under the bar and just move random weights. Like, again, that personal responsibility. Know what you've done in the past. Knowing how to slowly progress it. And the notebooks, that's kind of a good segue to my next point, which is, exercise. I really do think exercise is a medication. And like any medication, we need to know the right prescription. Too little of the medication, you're not gonna see the improvements. Too much in the medication, hey, bad things can happen. So again, knowing what weights we're doing and building up to moderate weights, right? The days of setting PRs are, for a lot of us, hey, we still set PRs, but maxing out the weights, the most weight you can ever actually do. Probably we're not going to be doing that anymore, and that's okay. Studies have shown, the research has shown that for best injury pain prevention, all right, moderate to moderately heavy weights, functional movements, all things we do in here, that's what we're looking for. One of the best examples I have that I share with you guys is a gentleman who worked out here a couple years back. When he came in, he was taking pain pills for back pain every day, and he saw amazing results. But what he did, and I think in his whole 2 years here at 212, he threw out his back one time, and it was the lightest of med balls, and he just bent over funny to pick it up. But the reason he saw such gains and did not have issues was the fact that he didn't care what any other weight anyone else was doing. There were a lot of ladies lifting a lot more weight than him, and instead of having an ego or having pride, like he just worked within himself. He started at light weights and just slowly progressed it over time, and he had amazing results. And I love using that example because I've seen the gains, the strength training, that exercise, the benefits that it can have, as long as, again, we make sure that prescription is correct. And I mean, I would just say in closing, don't wait until you get injured to learn these lessons. You know what I mean? Like, stay on top of things. I love that people get motivated, but come in 5 days. Hey, be careful with that. 6 days in a row, you don't want to do that. The body needs rest. The body needs recovery. Take it from me. I've made the mistakes. I've trained too hard. I've had overuse injuries. I've gotten tweaks here and there, right? It's a learning process, but again, don't wait till you get injured to learn that lesson. So, of course, if you have any other questions on this, feel free to talk to myself or any of the other coaches after the workout. But yeah, take that responsibility on yourself, track your weights, be aware, be in tune with your body, and make progress going forward. And let's keep making gains, stay injury free, and keep having fun out there, guys.